So we are here with another full session of practice session of logical reasoning section. Some interesting questions based on the new pattern. We will just keep on seeing the variation, right? So by the end of this session, you will be able to see some new types of questions which I have picked up from various other parallel examinations, just to give you an exposure to what about the old pattern based questions which can be asked in a new format. Okay, so let's start right away. The very first question is here. So this is a decision making question. It was asked in these kind of questions were asked in the steno examination. So you can, they can come across. So just go through this and see, right? So what we'll continue the same practice. I will just, you can just hit the pause button, read the question right now and continue solving it if you want to. I will just continue. Okay. So ABC company has decided to recruit equity research analyst. The candidate must be a graduate in any discipline with 70% marks. Okay, so he has to be a graduate in any discipline, that the discipline that does not matter, and 70% marks. The age should be between 25 and 40 years old only. On this crucial date, 1st January 2020, he must have completed CFA and FRM. He should have knowledge of at least 2 programming languages like R, SQL, Tableau, etc. Okay, and there are exceptions to it. After these 4 conditions which have been told to you, there are exceptions to it. See, observe how will you always approach this question. Okay, first read the exceptions. The exceptions are, if a candidate meets all other criteria except 4 above. A candidate is meeting all criteria except the 4th one, that is, he is not having the knowledge of 2 programming languages. Then the candidate will be referred to the manager. So he has to meet criteria 1, 2, 3 but not 4, then he will be referred to the manager. And if a candidate whose age is more than 40 years but less than 45 years will be referred to the general manager. Okay, so even if there is a candidate who has all the other things 1, 3 and 4 but his age is more than 40 years and less than 45 years, then he will be referred to the general manager. But either which ways, statement 1, I mean criteria 1 and 3, they are strict criteria. That means anything related to 1 and 3 is absent, he will straight away not be selected. There is no consideration whatsoever. Okay. Now, read the case. The case is, Ashish is working at Citibank for 5 years now. So, he has experience. Did we need experience? No. Fine. Okay. He was born on 5th February 1992. So, what is his age roughly? 1992 to 2020. Roughly his age is 28 years, right? Correct? 28 years roughly we can say. Now that is in this range. 27 points does not matter, 28 point does not matter. He is in this range fairly. So this is satisfied, not a problem. Okay. He has completed a CFA and FRM in 2015. Okay, CFA and FRM is done in 2015. So this is also done. He has done certified courses on R programming and SQL from Udemy. Okay, R programming and SQL, he has at least 2 programming languages. He did his BCom honors from HIJ college and scored 80% marks. So BCom, he is a graduate and he has scored 80% marks. So I think everything has been satisfied. So what decision should be taken about this candidate? Surely this candidate should be selected. The candidate should be selected. Okay. Cool. That's how you approach these questions. Now in these questions, this as of now, this may seem very easy. But as and when you come across these questions, the more you solve them, the more confusing they start getting. Okay, because you read a lot of data and you have to look at a lot of criteria, and even a slightest mismatch and you can lose the question. So they are important, they are crucial in terms of time. Next. Okay, which of the following actions shows the best judgment in a social situation? This is a very easy question actually. Merely by reading you will be able to get your correct answer. So offering help to take an elderly person carrying heavy bags. Okay. Yelling at someone who bumped into you, obviously not. Posting negative comments on online anonymously, no. And ignoring a child crying in public place, no. So option A is the only right answer. Okay. Best judgment in a social situation. So these are the various social situations and what you would have done in those situations. Okay. Next. You are the manager of a team. 2 of your teammates get into an argument in front of the clients. What should you do? you are the manager of a team, two of your teammates get into an argument in front of the clients, what you should do? Fire both of them for misconduct, ignore it, it's a common workplace occurrence, immediately scold them in front of everyone, or calmly end the argument, apologize to the clients and speak to both teammates privately. Now, as simple as the answer seems, Ibn Battuta says A. Yeah, ideally you should fire them, but no, even if they have argued in front of the clients, okay, argument can be healthy, can be unhealthy, but that depends. You do stop treating the client like a god. Client is a human being, client is there for you to give business to you. But if you have a disagreement, you can have it, normally. But argument, I think here, with the word argument, they mean it was like an altercation. Now, in that case, what needed to be done is, you can't fire them, but your primary response has to be to calmly show them that, okay, this was not right, this was not expected, and I will then also apologize to the clients. You being the manager, take the responsibility, and then you speak to both of them. So, I think option D is the most appropriate answer here. You will not fire them, you will not ignore it, not at all, and scolding them in front of everybody else will actually demean themselves, will demean those two people, and maybe they will not be able to participate in the office as much in future, and maybe they will hold resentment. It's a very common factor. If somebody scolds you at your workplace or at your school or at your college, for a very brief time you start holding resentment towards the person and towards the organization. So they want to avoid that as well. So option D is the most appropriate answer here, I believe, and that is what you will choose. No confusion. Quant. Alekhya was born a year after her mother's marriage. Okay. Her father is 2 years older than her mother, but 25 years older than Alekhya, who is 6 years old. So, Alekhya's age is given, Alekhya's mother and Alekhya's father. So, Alekhya is 6 years old, Alekhya's father is 25 years older, so he is 31, and Alekhya's mother is 2 years younger than him, so 29. And she was born a year after her mother's marriage. So, what age did her mother get married? So, the answer is 29 minus 6 minus 1, right? That's the answer. So, it's what? 22. Cool. Next. Inequality. 22 beta. 24 is not even there. See, 1 year before, that means she is 6 years old. So, 6 years before she got married, and 1 year even before that, before she was born. So, that is why we subtract 1 extra. So, you will get 22 as the answer, not 24. Okay. Now, H equal to F, can I say that? No, not at all. J greater than G, can I say that? Yes, absolutely. So, only conclusion 2 follows. Option C is the right answer. Next. Morbid is written as this. How will obtain be written in that code language? For coding, decoding and blood relation also, we will see some new types of questions, how they will present in a different way. This is a normal one only. But what if? So, morbid is written as this. How will obtain be written in that language? Now, morbid, if you look at morbid and this one, there will be few things which will confuse your head. You will feel like, okay, this is ending in ID, this was also ID only, and this M is probably coming here and they are going here and something is changing. But look at the options. Is the same happening with obtain? No. It's nothing is ending in IN and this O is coming here. Nothing like that is happening. Okay. So, what else can be a probable logic? So, then you check in the front. M 13, 20, 15, 8, 18, 7, 2, 13, not making sense. From the back 13, 4, 15, 9, 18, 13, 2, 7, not making sense again. Okay. Consonant, vowel, nothing making sense as such. reverse, nothing. So now you'll have to go crisscross. That's the only option left for you. Or maybe ascending and descending. So we'll go with crisscross first. So we'll have morbid here. And we'll have THG MID. If nothing works in your favor, just write the place value. So 13, 15, 18, 2, 9, 4. And this is 28, 7, 13, 9, 4. And now if you will observe, you will start getting the logic. What is the logic? 13 is related to nothing else here. So 13, 13, but then there's no 18, 18. But 13 and 8, if you see, this is minus 5. 15 and 20 is plus 5. 18 and 13 is minus 5. 2 and 7 is plus 5. 9 and 4 is minus 5. 4 and 9 is plus 5. That is the logic. So what can be the code of obtain? OBTAIN. Minus 5 plus 5 minus 5 plus 5 minus 5 plus 5. And we'll start with the first two. So this is 2 plus 5 is 7. And 15 minus 5 is 10. Then 1 plus 5 is 4. Sorry, 1 plus 5 is 6. So GJF. Option B is the right answer. Okay. Next. This is a very interesting question, guys. Repeat pattern series. Try it out. Correct. Very good. Now, this question you will feel that some pattern is being repeated. But if you observe carefully, there is no pattern. FMD, MFD, you will never see that again anywhere. Even in the options, very rarely are you seeing something of that sort. There is no repetition whatsoever. So what is this? This was a new format of questions which was suddenly introduced once upon a time. That the question will appear like a letter repeated series, but it is actually a regular letter series with blanks. So this is what? 4 letters, comma, 4 letters, comma, 4 letters, comma, 4 letters, comma, 4 letters. This is the logic here. Okay. Now you have to use it as a normal letter series. Okay. So what will be the first case? First case is, this is E. Sorry, this is something here. This is A, last letter. Then W. So 27 and 23. This is minus 4. 23, 19 minus 4. 19 minus 4. So it's 15. So O is coming here in the end. So in the end we'll have O. So these two are gone. Okay. And A is 1. So something minus 4 would have gotten you A. So this was 5. 5 is E. So we'll start with E. So option A is the right answer. That's it. Okay. That's it. Cool. Next. Very good, very good. In a university, 88 students had taken mathematics courses, 90 students had taken in Hindi courses, 64 had taken biology courses, 22 had taken maths and bio, 28 had taken maths and Hindi, 24 had taken Hindi and bio, and 10 had taken all three. Find how many had taken maths only. Okay, you can draw the Venn diagram also if you want. Maths, Hindi, bio. Maths was by 88, Hindi was by 90, bio was by 64. 10 of them took all three. 22 had taken maths and bio. So this is 12. 28 had taken maths and Hindi. This is 18. and 24 are taken Hindi and Bio. So this is 14. Now they are asking you how many are taken maths only. So this is 12 plus 18, 30 plus 10, 40. This whole thing is 88. 88 minus 40 will give you 48. So how many have taken maths only? It's 48. Option 2. Okay, easy. Next, mod based calculation. Now so far what everybody was doing, everybody has learned one type of question, that okay, whatever comes here, solve it and then take the mod and get your answer. But now if you find out the product of 145 and 287, it's going to take a lot of time. And remember, mod can also be asked in this format. What is the remainder when 145 and 287 is divided by 12? Like this. Same thing only. So how do you approach this? So there is a property which I have taught you already in the classes, that if you are multiplying two numbers and taking the remainder finally, rather than that you can individually take their remainders. Okay. So this is equal to 145 mod 12 into 287 mod 12, and if at all the number is greater than 12, then we will have another mod 12. Okay. Now 145 mod 12 is what? 1, because 144 we know. And similarly 287, 288, 144 double is 288. Okay. Now that is 12 into 24 should be 288. But this is 287. So this is minus 1. That becomes easier. Now minus 1 cannot be a remainder. So we'll have to add the divisor here. So we'll add plus 12 here. So we'll get 11 here. So the answer is 11 into 1. So mod 12 is not required because 11 will be our remainder. Option D is the right answer. Okay. Correct. Very good. Next. What is the opposite of 37? 22, 39, 22, 39. One question they are getting like this also. I am not sure, but that's what is happening so far. 33, option 2. This is the other format. Match the column based, coding decoding. So you can expect something like this coming your way. Okay. Now, spare is written as this, glutton is written as this. Which of the following is correct? Are correct matches. Okay. Let's check what is the code here. So spare, if I check, this is 19, 16, 1, 18, 5. So 19, 1, 20. And 16, 5, 21. 20 and 21 is 41, 41, 69. No. 41 and 18. Yeah, 59, sorry. And glutton is this, 109. So this is 7, 12, 21, 20, 20, 15, 14. So 40, 61, 29. So 61 and 29 is 90. And 90 and 19 is 109. Yes, correct. Okay, so we're just adding them. That's it. Simple place value addition. You need to check which of the following are correct matches. Now, what do? You can either check from the options. See, the major chance is for 1 and x, right? So 1 and x is the major chance. Just check for 1 first. So this is 12, 9, 11, 5. What is it? So 11 plus 9 is 20, 12 plus 5 is 17, there is 47. 20 and 17, sorry, is 37. So 1 is x. So 1 is x, definitely this is gone. Now after 1 is x, if you see 2 is y, 2 is w. That's the best option because 3 is either w, so we'll still have 2 options to check from, or this one. But this will give you a better picture. If you get 2y, this is the answer. If you get 2w, this is the answer. If you get 2 with nothing, this is the answer. So just check 2 now. Dose. So this is 4, 15, 19, 5. So 15 plus 5, 20, 19 plus 4, 23. There is 43. 43 is not there, so option 2 will be the correct answer. That's it. 43 is not there only. Okay. Rather than sitting and checking for each logic, always go for the options in this case. Isolate and approach accordingly. Alright. Next. Sitting arrangement. So, which of the following are true? That means you'll have to set up the whole arrangement. There's no option of reading and doing only partially. Now, 7 people are named P, Q, R, S, T, U, V are sitting in a straight line all facing north. Okay. Each one of them is pursuing one of the 7 different courses: BA, BCom, BSc, BTech, BArch, MSc, MTech. Okay. Q is 4 to the left of R. S is 3rd to the right of P. The person pursuing BTech is 3rd to the left of R. So BTech person is sitting here next to Q. Okay. The person pursuing BArch is sitting immediate left of S, who is sitting at the extreme end. Now, if S has to sit at the extreme end, S is sitting here. Immediately left of it, S is the person who is pursuing BArch. And S with 2 people has P here. Now, R 3 people and Q. Either it can be here R 1, 2, 3 Q, or it can be R 1, 2, 3 Q, but we are not sure. We have 2 possibilities. Okay. Now, person pursuing MSc and BCom are immediate neighbors. Okay, MSc and BCom are immediate neighbors. So they can be here, here, anywhere. The person pursuing BSc and BArch are immediate neighbors. Okay, so BSc can either be here or here. V is 4 to the left of U. So if this is U, V is 4 to the left. Now we have 2 options with us. See, the moment you come at this step, you will have to read something. What is that? It will say that if this is R, then 1, 2, 3, this is Q. That means this has to be U and this has to be V. There is no other option with us. Or vice versa. Whatever it is, this place is vacant and who is left? Only T is left. So T is definitely sitting here. So we are only not sure of position of Q, R, V and U. That's it. Okay. And now they are telling us that S is not pursuing BSc. So that means BSc person is sitting here. Okay. Person pursuing BA is 3rd to the left of P. So P 1, 2, 3. This person is pursuing BA. Person pursuing MTech is 4 to the right of the person pursuing MSc. So only this is the person who can probably pursue MTech, right? Because 4 to the right is not fitting the bill here. So this has to pursue MTech. So that means MSc 1, 2, 3. 4 to the right or 3rd to the right? 4 to the right. So this has to be here. So this is MSc. Okay. If this is MSc, this implies that, see, there was either this was BTech or this was BTech. So now this has to be BTech. That means this is Q and 1, 2, 3, this is R. So this is U and this is V. That's the whole arrangement. And which course is left? BCom. So MSc is also the neighbor of BCom. The arrangement is done. Now read which of the following are true based on the arrangement. The person pursuing BCom is 3rd to the left of the person pursuing MTech. BCom, MTech 1, 2, 3. Yes, absolutely right. The only 3 persons are sitting between Q and R. Only 3 persons are sitting between Q and R. Q and R 3 persons, yes, absolutely right. And the person pursuing B arch is sitting second to the right of T. T 1 2. 1 2, no, he is third. So third is wrong. Only 1 and 2 satisfy. Option 3 is the right answer. Okay. Next. Okay. 25 customers are standing in a row outside a supermarket. Rahul, a customer standing in a row, was shifted by 5 places towards the left end and 6 new customers joined from the left end. So he was sitting somewhere here and he was shifted 5 places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And 6 more people joined before him now in this row in the starting. Then he became 11th from the left end. Now his current position, this position, is 11th from the left end. Okay. What was his earlier position from the right end? Okay. Now if he is currently 11th position from the left end, you have two options here. Either you increase the total. See, 25 plus 6, make it 31. Okay. Make his current position as 11th and he had shifted 5 positions. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now he'll go 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Just add 5 to it. So his previous position will be 16th from the left. They want his position from the right. So that is 31. Just add 1. 32 minus 16 will give you 16th position. So the answer is option 3, 16. One option is this. That you increase the total by these 6 people and then just start solving. The other option is reduce these 6 people. So out of these 11, 6 will go. So from here, from the starting of the old line, he is currently sitting 5th. And he had moved 5 positions behind. So if you add 5, he will become 10th. Okay, in the old line, 10th from the left hand. You want the position from the right. So 25 plus 1, that is 26 minus 10, again 16. The choice is yours how you want to approach this question. Next. Now this is address matching. This topic is actually mentioned in your syllabus in tier 2. Okay. But now that a lot of variation is going on, we can expect maybe they might just throw a question with this. So just go through this once. So there are 2 addresses given to you. Address 1 is Miss Neha Verma, flat number 204, Tower B, Green Acres, Pune 411045. And address number 2 is Mrs. Neha Verma. That's Miss Neha Verma, this is Mrs. Neha Verma. Flat number 204, Tower B, Green Acres Society, Pune 411045. The question is, are these likely to be the same? Are these likely to be the same? Now this can be likely to be the same. The idea here is you need to match the addresses thinking that will it be delivered at the same place or not if you send something. So the answer here is yes. All the major details match. But then somebody reads one statement in the option which says that the name titles are different. The name titles are different. And that is where things go, they mismatch. But here, Mrs. and Miss are the only 2 name titles which in today's world are interchangeably used. In today's world, Mrs. and Miss are interchangeably used. But by name title, this became important. If it was instead of Mr., it became Mrs. Or instead of Mrs., it became Mr. That is a title change which is serious. Somebody might say that no, this person, the gender was mentioned to be female, but when I went to deliver there, it was a male. So I am not sure whether it's the same person or not, right? So then that brings a problem. That brings something else, some error. Okay. So option B will be the right answer here. Yes, that major details match, right? The flat number matches, tower matches, the society matches. Okay, the city and the pin code matches. So most probably it's the same place only. Okay, just that Mrs. and Miss can be interchangeably used. So that should not be a problem. Roll number based questions, very common these days. Very easy though. So what you have to do is just read the rule here. The rule says roll numbers ending with an even digit belong to batch 1 and odd digit belong to batch 2. Now find for batch 1 and batch 2. So ending in even and ending in odd. So I think option B is the only right answer. This one is in even and this one is in odd. Done? So option B, batch 1 and batch 2. Next. Data sufficiency. Data sufficiency. Who is the youngest? Who is the youngest among Shanti, Tanya and Rekha? Now, this is a very interesting question. Okay, look at this. Shanti is taller than Rekha. First, you read the options. Option says statement 1 alone, 2 alone, both. Okay. Both and none. Okay, fine. So, first says Shanti is taller than Rekha. Rekha is younger than Tanya. We need who is the youngest among all. We don't need taller. Okay. So, this information is not important. Only this is important. Rekha is younger than Tanya. That's it. Is it sufficient for us to know that who is the youngest among Shanti, Tanya and Rekha? No. Shanti is taller than Rekha, but that is not important. A lot of people feel that this is a misprint probably. They should have been elder. That's not true. So, 1 alone is not sufficient. Okay. Now, 2 alone says Rekha is younger than Sushri. Rekha is younger than Sushri. Sushri is taller than Shanti. Tanya is younger than Sushri. So, from 2 alone I can figure this out. Sushri, Tanya, Rekha. This is the only thing I can figure out from 2 alone as far as the age is concerned. And even if I combined both of them, I can still only derive this much. Sushri is the tallest, then Tanya and then Rekha. That's it. I cannot find anything about Shanti as far as the age is concerned. She may be taller, even people younger to you may be taller and people elder than you may be shorter. That's very much possible. So this is not the correct definition of finding the age difference between these 3 people. Hence, I will say that it is inconclusive. The data altogether are not sufficient to answer the question. So option C becomes my correct answer. Okay. Now this was a trick question actually. They had given you the height instead of the age for comparison. That confused you and made you feel that this is probably a misprint. Look at this one now. A different way of asking blood relation based question. You must have seen this question somewhere else, I am very sure. So the idea is keep practicing variation. That blood relation need not be only asked in a simple form or a coded form only. They can ask you in any format. They can even form an assertion reason out of it like it is visible here. So be ready with variation so that anything new comes across, you are not nervous, you don't panic. Now see, in this question also always approach it with the help of data sufficiency concept. Don't actually go for assertion reason. That means treat this as a question and treat this as the data given to you. How much data is sufficient? Only 1 is sufficient, only 2 is sufficient, both is sufficient or none are sufficient. That's what you need to check. So first and foremost, plot this expression. Okay. So A divided by B means A is the son of B. Then B minus C means B is the mother of C. And C cross D means C is the daughter of D. Okay. That's it. Now, A is the brother of E. This is the assertion. A is the brother of E. So, this is what I want to prove. This is what I want to prove. This is the question. And now read the reasons. So, that is data. D plus E. D plus E means D is the father of E. If D is the father of E, then A will become the brother of E. That is what I wanted here. So, this is the correct reason. Data is required to answer the question. E minus C. E minus C means E is the mother of C. That is actually spoiling the whole question. So, this will go. So, only reason A is the reason behind the assertion. So, option 4 is the correct answer. This is how you need to approach this question. Okay. Next. Correct. Very good. Very good. Very good. Good job, guys. Excellent. Which of the following does not belong to the group? So NLJ, HFD, IMF, TRP. So XVT is not a part of this group. That means whatever XVT is following, the others should follow. Right? Simple. So 24, 22, minus 2, 22, 20, minus 2. That's all they are doing. Check everywhere that is happening, 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 not happening. Cool. So IMF is the answer. That's it. That's how simple this is. Okay. Next. Oh, read this question. It's a very nice question. Wonderful question this is. Correct, correct, correct. Very good. Now see, in this, each of the following numbers are first multiplied by 2. So you need to double the numbers first. Okay. Double the numbers first. So 57 into 2, that's 114. 87 into 2 is 174. 35 into 2 is 70. 97 into 2, 194, right? 56 into 2 is 120. Oh, 112, sorry. And 74, 148. Now they are saying that each digits are written in the reverse order. So this is 411, this is 471, this is 07, this is 491, this is 211, and this is 841. And then the numbers are arranged in the descending order. Okay, now these numbers are changed in the descending order, these numbers. So, position of how many numbers will not change? So, 841 will come first. Next one is 491. Next one is 471. Next one is 411. Next one is 211. And last one is 07. Okay. So, position of how many numbers will not change? So, only one. Position of one number will not change. Option B is the right answer. This is what they had asked you to do. The problem is we fail to understand the question only. Okay, very good, excellent. Right? So, first we have to double each set, then we have to change the digits, then arranging it in descending order and check how many numbers are not changing their position. Next. This is also interesting. Observe carefully. Observe carefully. There will definitely be a reasoning logic here, but there will also be a quant brain which you need to use. So, we have a setup here which says @ plus dollar minus 3 hash is 3 and hash plus @ minus dollar is 5. So, then what is the value of this? To find the value of this, always remember, like in linear equations, you add the equations first, then you subtract the equations. So, first let's add the equations. So, we'll have 2 @ plus dollar minus dollar gets cancelled, plus hash minus hash gets cancelled. This is equal to 8. The value of 2 @ is equal to 8. We need that, so we'll keep it as it is. Now we'll subtract both the equations. So if we subtract both the equations, this @ will get cancelled. Dollar minus minus dollar, that is dollar plus dollar, $2. And minus hash minus hash, so this is minus 2 hash, is equal to subtracted 3 minus 5, that is minus 2. So this is 2 common, dollar minus hash is equal to minus 2. So dollar minus hash is equal to minus 1. Now just put these values here. So 2 @ that is 8 plus minus 1 is equal to 7. That's it. Okay. Exactly. But you need to figure this out. This is what you will have to figure out in the exam. They are like variables. They have used them like variables. So they are trying to tell you that if something which is @ and dollar and hash, if I am adding that and subtracting and I am getting 3, and if I am adding it in this order and subtracting I am getting 5, then what will happen when I will do this? So it's exactly, if you observe carefully, this question is a quant question, linear equation. Okay. But actually, it was put in the reasoning section and it was disguised as a reasoning question. You felt somewhere that this is probably a mathematical operators question, and that is why again you will lose track here. That's the only thing, otherwise the question is simple. Cool. Next. Okay, next, this is the last question for today. So that's it guys, we'll wind up here. Hopefully you're liking these sessions. Take this as the bonus question. Okay, not very difficult. So just take the screenshot, put the correct answers in the chat box, and I will see you around in the next session tomorrow. Till then, you guys will take care. Bye-bye. Namaskar. Jai Hind. And for those who have their examinations tomorrow or maybe day after, they are just coming up now. So don't be worried. Don't be scared. I know there's a lot of nervousness and there are a lot of things happening around you or might happen around you which are not in your control. But you have to focus only and only on one thing which is in your control, right? So that is focus on studying right now, revising, keeping a calm mindset, and study and focus on writing your paper when you're actually sitting there. Okay, don't get distracted and disturbed by anything which happens around you, which should not, right? And that's life, that's how things happen. So hopefully everything goes smooth at your centers, and hopefully you guys reach your centers on time. Please make sure you reach way ahead of time so that there's no last moment jittery and nervousness there also, right? Thank you so much guys. I'll see you around. All the best, all of you. And if you have any queries, you can put it in the comment box here and we'll address to that. All the best. Thank you. Bye bye. Namaskar. Jai Hind.